Hey, how are you doing? I'm Jared from Nintendo World Report. If you could introduce yourself for our readers.
Sure. My name is Matt Rose. I'm the producer on Starlink Battle for Atlas at Ubisoft Toronto.
Very cool, very cool. You were just playing the game with me. Thank you for helping me when I was dying over and over again. Could you tell us a little bit about the game for people who have never even heard of this?
Sure. Starlink is an open-world action-adventure game set 400 light years away from Earth in the Atlas star system. And it's going to put you in the hands of, in control of a team called the Starlink Initiative. And one of the really cool things about this team is they use these modular starships. And the game actually features a physical starship that you can mix and match and combine different pilots, different ships, wings, weapons, to really customize your ship. And not only change the way that it looks to really suit your style, but also directly adapt to overcome the different challenges that you encounter in the game.
Cool. No, very cool. Very cool. Was there any like direct catalyst that made the whole team be like, we got to make this kind of game?
For us, it was the very, very first prototype that we made. It was this super rough, clunky, building blocks and consumer electronics and wire and stuff that we had kind of stuck together. But right from the start, it was that instantaneous connection, that instantaneous when you add a part onto the ship and it appears right away. And it really, the instant nature of that allows you to experiment on the fly and, really be creative in how you play in a way that, people have never really done that before. And so for us, it's, especially as we started to show that to other people at the studio and ultimately to kids, it was that eyes lighting up, that moment when they experienced that for the first time and when they started dreaming of all the possibilities of things that could happen in the game. That was, the real moment that we got very, very excited and we knew we were onto something really special.
Now, I guess this game, I feel like it's not exactly in the Toys to Life category, but I think people could argue it is. Would you say, did the game, you're saying in the prototype, I guess, it was always a lot of gadgetry involved, but was it always a Toys to Life game, or I guess was that an evolution?
It's a funny term, and for us, we've always focused on making an amazing, deep, engaging experience first, and people can call it whatever they want to call it.
Sure.
But, while the inception was, around this kind of physical breakthrough and this instantaneous modular connection, right? This idea of, a interactive building toy, really. It was really, really important for us to also deliver, a rich and deep and engaging world and experience. And to really leverage, what we got really excited about was leveraging Ubisoft's expertise in open world games and deep experience in open world games and applying that, really in many ways for the first time to a whole new audience.
Sure.
And to a whole new setting in this way. So, it was really the marriage of those two ideas that ultimately became Starlink.
Is this the kind of game that's going to have DLC and things, or possibly later down the line, or there going to be extra ships you can buy, extra weapons and things?
Yeah, so we haven't announced full details yet, but I can confirm that we will have. This is definitely a brand that we want to support and we want to have, continue to grow it and have a good lifespan. So, we will be adding more collectibles down the line to expand on the universe. But I'm also really, really happy to tell you that, we're going to be continuing to support this game also with additional free content. Okay. Our team in Toronto is actively working on, as we're wrapping up the main game, starting development on new features and new content that we're going to be rolling out to the community absolutely for free to just keep building on this universe that we've created.
May the Star Fox team even be in that extra content?
So super happy to show everyone over the past little while the full cast of Star Fox characters. So of course Fox and Falco, Slippy, Peppy, and only starting to show some glimpses of Wolf O'Donnell, nefarious Wolf O'Donnell. So the relationship with Nintendo has been a pretty amazing one, and I think it's something that we're certainly going to keep building on. So stay tuned.
All right.
More surprises in the future.
Cool, cool. I sort of asked you this question earlier. I hope you don't mind answering it again. But would you consider? Do you know if the Star Fox team and their adventures in Starlink, is that going to be considered canon for the Star Fox universe, or maybe more this is like a side thing?
Yeah, like I said, I think that's a question more for Nintendo necessarily than for us. For sure, you know, for us it's a brand that we've tried to treat with the utmost respect. And you know, we're all fans first. For many of us, Star Fox was, you know, the first 3D game, and even before we ever started talking to Nintendo about a collaboration, it was absolutely one of, you know, the core inspirations for us. So, you know, I think it's an absolutely perfect match, and we've worked very closely with Nintendo to make sure that we get the details absolutely right. It's been a tight collaboration on, you know, the dialogue and the poses and the voice actors, making sure that, you know, it's the latest official cast that was used in Star Fox Zero throughout. So that's, you know, really been an incredible experience collaborating with them on these iconic characters and telling new stories about these characters and in that world.